continuing on here. We need to simplify the following by, oh, it says by multiplying, but what we're doing here is actually adding or subtracting. So we've got 5 can't be simplified, 7 can't, 7 can, and 5 can't. So we can't simplify anything. And I already see that these two are alike, and that these two are alike. So if I have 4 root 5s and then I add an additional 5 root 5, I have a total of 9 root 5s. And if I have negative 3 root 7s and then another negative 2 root 7s, well then I've got negative 5 root 7s. And so they don't all have to be the same. We might have some that are alike and then others that are alike, and we just need to make sure we combine the correct ones. Now looking at B here, it looks as though none of them are alike. But I do notice that 8's going to have to be broken down, because I can take a pair out of there, and 12 will also need to be broken down. So I'll take 12, that can break up to 6 times 2, or 4 times 3. So there's a 2, a pair of 2's that can come out. There's already a 2 there. So if I take the 2 out, and the 2's already there, that gives me 4. And there's a leftover 3 here. Minus 3 root 2. 2 can't be broken up. 8, however, can. 8 I like to break up as 2, 2, and 2. So I can take a 2 out, pair of 2's. I can take a 2 out with the 3 already there. So 3 times the 2 would be 6. And there's a 2 left over. And then minus 5 root 3. I can't break the 3 up, it's already lowest. So now I need to take a look and see, is there anything that's alike? So the 4 root 3 and the negative 5 root 3. So if I have 4 root 3's and I take away 5 of them, I'm left with negative 1 root 3. And then I see that there's these. If I have negative 3 root 2 and I add 6 root 2, well, I have a total of positive 3 root 2. And so that would be your final answer. Though it is worth noting, you don't actually need to have the 1 here. You could erase that and just have negative root 3 plus 3 root 2. Moving on here, again, it looks like none of these radicals are common. They're not the same. So we're going to have to split things up. 98 can break up to 49 and 2. And 49 can break up to 7 times 7 and bring down the 2. 10 can break up to 5 times 2, but there's no pairs there, so I'm not going to bother. 8 can break up to 2, 2, and 2. There is some pairs there, which is good. And 40 can break up to 4 times 10. That 4 is a 2 and 2. The 10 is a 2 and a 5. So now I can take out some pairs. I've got a pair of 7's. The 7 will come up, but there's already a 2 in front, so you give me a 14. And I'm left over with the 2. Then I've got the root 10. Minus, I can take a pair of 2's out. That can go with, there's already a 5 out in front, so there's going to be a 10 there. And there's this 2 left over. Minus, I do have a pair of 2's. I can take out the 2 and put it with the 3 to give me a total of 6. And left over is a 2 and a 5, which is a 10. So now I can look this up. Is there anything in common? Well, there's a 14 root 2 and a negative 10 root 2. So if I have 14 and I take away 10, I've got 4 root 2's. And then looking here, I've got this square root 10 and this negative 6 root 10. Now there is a 1 here. So if I have 1 root 10 and I take away 6 of them, then I'm left with 5 root 10. And that can't be simplified. That is the simplest way to write that.